Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, 2025, it's probably a marginal year in boxing. You know, it's not the greatest year, but it's not bad. We've had a couple of good fights, man. You know, we kind of once we get them, then we say they wasn't good and stuff like that. But I can remember the card with Barbosa and Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney when he fought your boy Jose Ramirez and Rolly Ramiro and your boy Ryan Garcia. It was anticlimactic, was what people say, but not necessarily, you know, because it was huge because of the, things that were going on before, with Ryan being doped like that, and Devin Haney having to come back after somebody, being doped and overweight, just to see the guys back. That was good, and then you people are anticlimactic because no one likes boxing really, right? They just like to see, sensationalism, right? But to watch a Devin Haney come back after that and just whitewash and basically beat somebody easily like that by staying away and just pot shotting and handling this business against a bigger fighter, depending on what you're looking for, what your opinion is or whatever. But, I think that shows resilience and shows that, hey, I'm so superly, supremely talented. Watch Teofimo Lopez, dominate and beat a guy also with athleticism. In Barbosa, somebody we accused him of not wanting to fight. We didn't think he wanted to fight. That was also cool. And to watch Ryan Garcia, without no drugs in him, be scared in a fight and let Rolly Ramiro dominate him was also awesome to watch, right? And you just see the difference between a dope fighter and not a dope fighter. So that card was good. It's just people were just disappointed in the outcomes, right? And every time people are disappointed in the outcomes, then they act like it wasn't nothing, right? Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, like that wasn't an awesome fight to watch because every second of the fight was significant. But the wrong guy wins, and then it's boring. That's what boxing fans do. So, and then, we're going to act like we wasn't really, really, really anticipating the Shakur Stevenson-William Zepeda fight. We were. It was something that was supposed to happen a long time ago. William Zepeda throws a whole lot of punches. We had all of this stuff, the new little statement coming out with Tom and Jerry fighting and all of that stuff. Then the one to make the ring smaller and make these guys that are athletic fighters, make them have to stand around the fight guys that just can only stand around and throw punches and still win. That was ridiculous. But the wrong man won. The wrong man did what he's supposed to do and did it on other people's terms. Actually, he's supposed to be celebrated, but he won't be. It will be sour grapes, like it always is, right? If you guys still don't know what BTBG is, if you still don't know that your boy Doma comes on here, talks the truth, and just gets the hell up out of here. I ain't got time for the rest of it. Now, here is something that I've told you for years, since the fight happened. You had Dimitry Bivol, the great Hall of Fame fighter in Dimitry Bivol, who for me is top 3 pound for pound. They got him in the top. They got him at number 4, but I put him in front of Inoue. That's just me. Dimitri Bivol is of that cloth. He's one of the best fighters we got, right? He really is. He's one of the best technical fighters, and it's a joy to watch him do things, watch him just dominate Canelo. And then his very next fight is Gilberto Ramirez, a totally different fighter, a southpaw, a tall guy, a heavier guy, a guy with a high punch output, and then to go beat him. Just those 2 fights alone right there shows you the talent of this guy. Not to mention all the other guys he's beaten. You're not supposed to beat no damn better BF who can do it all and has punch and power. You're not supposed to do that, but he's done that as well. He won the second fight for sure. In the first fight, he got a loss, but most people think he won that one. So just to be in the same realm of Beterbiev, who was also a top 5 pound fighter, is ridiculous. But what did I tell you after when he beat Canelo Alvarez, right? I told you Dimitri Bivol wants to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, right? He wants to go down to Canelo's division and beat him there because He doesn't want Canelo to have any excuses. And I told you then, I said, Canelo ain't never going to do that because you always want to fight him where you have the excuse, right? And at 168 pounds, which Bivol can make, he said it wouldn't be easy, but he can make 168 pounds, and he wants Canelo. He offered Canelo to do that. And Canelo never wants the rematch, right, at 168 pounds. He wants to go up to 175 to prove he's better. But you know what? That's not what Bivol wants. He wants it at your weight, right? And then also give Bivol the opportunity to get some more legacy. Didn't I tell you Canelo doesn't like passing legacy? No, because if he goes down there and fights for your 4 belts at undisputed 168 pounds, then he's a 2-division undisputed guy. Give Bivol the chance to do that. Give him the chance to fight you at your weight where you don't have any excuses. Canelo will never do that. Remember, I told you. I told you over and over. But it's come out again. Dimitry Bivol, right? He's 1-1 versus Beterbiev, his rival, which is good. These guys are awesome. They're going to have a trilogy fight. But right now, they're not going to be able to have a trilogy fight because Dimitry Bivol had a back injury, and he's finally got some surgery on that back. It's been bothering him, he says, for about 10 years now. Just shows you how awesome he is. He's been, kind of handicapped, but still winning these fights. So he's going to get that done. And it's pretty much, it's perfect for the people that I've been saying they don't really want the trilogy right away between these guys. Let them fight a couple of other guys and then get back to the trilogy. Perfect. So Beterbiev is going to have a fight against a guy named Nichols, I think it is, to stay busy. And then Beterbiev is probably going to look at who's going to step to him, which will probably be nobody other than maybe Benavidez. That'll clear the way for the Benavidez Beterbiev fight while Bivol is sitting on the outside. Bivol can get his back ready. Canelo Alvarez can beat the hell out of Terrence Crawford, right? This would be the perfect scenario for some people. If he beats the hell out of Terrence Crawford, he's still undefeated. Then Bivol can come down and fight Canelo Alvarez. Bivol has just said his biggest fight that he wants, the fight that he wants the most, is Canelo Alvarez. Now, the article just stopped at Canelo Alvarez. I'm putting the cream on top because I know what he really wants. Dimitry Bivol's greatest wish right now is to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, Canelo's division. That's the fight he wants. He said it before, but I'm telling you, and I'm going to repeat it for him because I know that's what he wants. Why Canelo keep coming up here so you can say that you're just really not big enough, right? Beat Sergey Kovalev, waited for him, make sure he's not ready for the fight. He just had fought a big, hard fight against Anthony Yarde, and you could have fought Demetrius Andrade in September, your date, but you waited till November so you can just wait so Sergey Kovalev could have 8 weeks between his fight and come fight you, right? You'd rather do that than fight Demetrius Andrade for Undisputed, right? And that's why they waited. So people could say, oh, well, he's going up a division, because at the end of the day, it was a deflection. Everybody was talking about the Demetrius Andrade versus him fight versus Canelo in September on your Mexican holiday. Everything was there for Undisputed. Good distraction was Canelo's daring to be great by going up and fighting Kovalev, and Canelo paid Kovalev all he wanted. Kovalev was like, I can't make it. I just got up this fight. I ain't making it. Well, you can. I can't make that. And Canelo was like, well, we'll wait and we'll pay you whatever you want to do, because he needed that distraction. Because everybody knew he was supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade, and the zone was on his ass. So, and that's what happened there. So he fought Kovalev, and Kovalev hadn't really recovered from the Anthony Yarde fight. And if you don't believe me, just ask Kovalev or your damn common sense. Just watch the Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde fight and look at the date on it and tell me if Canelo should have been fighting him instead of Demetrius Andrade for Undisputed. You do your work, right? And that's what happened. So he fought a 175-pounder, but this 175-pounder, Dimitry Bivol, beat him. And then it was like, well, 175 might not be big enough. But mind you, he wanted to fight the cruiserweight Mukabu. He requested to do that. The zone just said no to that fight because Mukabu wasn't all that in a bag of chips. So he's too small for Bivol. but he'll beat I ain't got no time to fight because I'm still hurting from the Anthony Yard fight, Sergey Kovalev, and I want to fight the cruiserweight Mukabu. But I'm too small for Bivol. So Bivol ain't trying to hear it because he know what time it is. He wants to come and fight him at 168 pounds, and that's his biggest wish. So let's see what happens. Now, Canelo fans or Canelo whatever you are, ask Canelo, hey, look, Canelo, Bivol is going to be known as one of the best fighters in this era, and he's wants to come to your division to fight. Do we want that? I would like to see it. I would like to see Dimitry Bivol get what he wants in a Canelo fight in that division. So let's see if that's what happens. Bottom line, Dimitry Bivol wants Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Is Canelo going to accept? Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. Y'all enjoy the beautiful day. And I'm up out of here, y'all.